Yo, what's good, everybody? What's good, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Mama Knows Best, Sorta. I'm Son, and I'm here with
Mama.
I had to start off the podcast because I did want to start off with an attack, but I have been praying. I have been trying to improve my spiritual walk.
So
but
you saved now?
No. Now I'm going to attack you, right?
No, I'm gonna attack you.
Yeah. The last episode was supposed to be the last episode. I told you after episode 20, I am trying to replace you. I don't want you on a podcast anymore. I'm tired of doing podcasts with you. I'm tired of seeing with you. I was forced to go on some raggedy trip to Orlando. Okay. And it's like 15 photos. I mean, shout out to all the kids out there. Their mothers upload the worst photos possible.
Well, did you upload any that you liked? I ain't seen any of them.
I like to be a little low key. Okay.
Okay. How about the worst trip that was a free trip? Because I don't think you came out your pocket on anything. I mean, what we doing? You grown now. We grown.
Today this is episode 21. 21 is a really good number. We almost get it to a point now where the episode count is sneaking up on my age. So shout out to the 23-year-olds. And speaking of the trip that we went to at the time of this recording, it was Orlando. So the back end of July, my mother and her crew, I mean, they were completely out of control. I mean, you got 40-year-olds that are day drinking, taking gummies, and are up from 7 a.m. to 7 a.m. I mean, are they only taking gummies?
I didn't partake. You telling all the business. First of all, you telling all the business. I didn't have a gummy, but I mean, when I'm on vacation, hey, it is what it is.
Hey, I was trying to sleep, and all I hear is get it sexy. Hey. Okay, we don't need you twerking for the audience. I mean, can we fake like you have some cool? Can we fake it?
No. Let me tell you something. Okay, listen. This is episode 21, and we're talking about another college episode. Let me tell you something. If we do another college podcast, I'm gonna find another mother to replace me. How about that? We grown. Can we get some grown topics going on up in here?
Well, we need to make sure they're at least PG-13. Sometimes I call you double R. It's not rated. It's not just R for rated. No, it's double R. It's past explicit. Okay, but
the climate that we in, we can be talking about politics, the rise of the Black woman, the LGBT mad rude.
Well, our team has been disassembled because of certain actions that you've taken. So that was me who cut you off. I'm going to own up to it for this episode. Our team has been disassembled because of certain actions that you've taken. But today,
I made somebody resign. I made somebody resign.
We got niggas locked up in jail. We got staff changes I didn't even know about. I'm like, yo. But before I was rudely interrupted, today we'll be talking about HBCUs, historically black college universities, and bringing in the predominantly white institutions, PWIs, and just talking about what is the difference of attending the PWI versus the HBCU. We're going to have my dear friend, my brother, Kalan Hooks, who is a HBCU spokesperson for ESPN, is an ESPN writer, really big time, and he is a HBCU grad. I don't know if I already said that, but he's a full package. But we got to start off.
Excuse me. I'm the full package. Just because I didn't go to an HBCU does not mean that I am less than. So you better get it right. I'm the talent. I am the full package.
You're not the full package, but that is what women in 2024 act and think like. And that is why we are in the climate that we are in today. Right. But you did tee up the first question. I went to the University of Missouri, aka Mizzou. You went to the University of Missouri. What?
University
Missouri
of
Science.
Missouri, Rolla, but they have now
Well,
changed their
Missouri
name.
Science and Technology.
Missouri, yes.
The point is,
Missouri University of Science and Technology. Get it right. We're the MIT of the Midwest. Thank you very much.
The point is, both of our colleges were white. Okay, so we didn't have the HBCU experience. But I wanted to ask you, you being older, knowing, HBCU grads, you hang around pretty much all Black people, and you hang around people that are degreed from HBCUs. When you are in those spaces, or or even kind of seeing what you see online, do you feel less Black by not attending an HBCU?
Absolutely not. I mean, that's like asking a person, if you don't support all Black businesses, all Black products, are you less Black? Absolutely not.
Can I interrupt?
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't support Black businesses. I can't stand niggas. They are the worst. They show up late. They shortchange the job. So when you say it doesn't make you less Black. Matter of fact, it makes you more Black by not dealing with Black businesses, because you know how Black people are. Okay,
yeah.
So I just want to throw that out there.
No, so first of all, I think you have to start with the individual. I wanted to go to school for engineering, so I selected a college that was known for engineering. Like, it's literally in the back door in Missouri, so it was a no-brainer to go there. It wasn't, I wasn't raised that I have to go to a HBCU. So we could even take it further. I wasn't even raised to even, like, if you go to college, cool. If you didn't, you didn't. You know what I mean? So it was good. It was just great that I even had the mindset to go to college. So then from there, what degree do I want to pursue? And then based off of that, I'm going to go to that college. Now, one could probably ask, well, why didn't I go to MIT? One, I wasn't interested in going that far away from home, yada, yada, yada. Rolla is a good program. So I wasn't motivated by HBCU. I went to a high school that was predominantly Black. So it was, probably good for me to go to a college that wasn't. So I know how to navigate even corporate America, because if you think about engineering degrees, it's white males. And so a lot of times I'm the only Black. And then if we do have a Black, it's a man. So by having that experience gave me what I needed to be successful in corporate America. But to go back to answer your question, no, I am not less Black. I like you said, I'm even more Black, because I can navigate both worlds.
Yeah. No,
there we go.
Yeah, that's a great point. I like how you kind of started off, by saying in your statement, you were looking at colleges based off of a fit for what you wanted to do for a career, right? You went to college with a purpose, right? And so I think that obviously going to Rolla, and at least half of our audience probably know what Rolla, Missouri is, because we're Missouri based. There's nothing in Rolla,
right? Walmart,
right? So you were going to Rolla to really go and be an engineer,
exactly.
Are selecting or looking at colleges, you want to make sure that it fits what you want to do. And I think that is the main reason I went to Mizzou, because it was a top journalism school. It was dead smack in the middle of Kansas City and St. Louis. I think HBCUs are great. I'm jealous, but happy for the culture, right? The Greek life there is dope, way better than anything you get at WI. The women are better, not better than my girl. Shout out Destiny Flowers Glenn. Okay, right. But the women are, I like chocolate. Okay, I really do like.
Hold on, say it again. You like what?
I like chocolate.
I
don't like I don't like them those caramels, right? I definitely don't like vanilla. I like when my dad got Neapolitan at the freezer, I would go and just get the chocolate out of the tub. Okay, so I like chocolate. Okay,
that part.
And that is what HBCUs offer, right? So I love HBCUs, but I think there is a hidden gem by going to PWI. And I'm going to just make my point quick by saying we're able to navigate the real world at a PWI, meaning at Mizzou, it was probably 2,000 Black students, right? But then like 28,000 white students. So now working at ESPN or corporate space, in most rooms, right? The 2 departments I've been in, it's like 2 or 3 or 5% of those spaces are Black. So it prepares you because it's just like, decision making, the life choices I've had to make from 18 into now 23, the last 5 years have been in spaces where I've had to navigate being only 5% of the population in these spaces. And so I think having that standpoint of, having that experience helps. And I've seen a few of my HBCU colleagues in some of these spaces. I'm not even talking about, ESPN. I'm talking about just having friends across the different networks. Sometimes they struggle because they haven't been integrated, right? And sometimes they look at understanding and playing the game as selling out. Oh, I'm not going to change who I am. I'm going to, hey, how you hang around your homies and all that, it's not going to be how you can talk to Bob, Jill, and
absolutely,
and Candace, right? That Black white girl. You know what I'm saying? So I think there's a hidden gem that's there. So I didn't mean to be long-winded, but I think we both agree on that point.
No, that's good. And not only that, from my perspective as a Black woman, I was the minority on 2 because Rolla was 6-1. It was 6 men to every 1 female. So I had to deal with that plus the color of my skin. So yeah, I'm with it.
Yeah, well, we do have an HBCU grad. I'm gonna pull up here, and this might even be the face of HBCUs. I've seen this light bright dude all over TVs. I mean, this dude has been on TV screens. We just do a measly podcast. Mr. Kalan Hooks has actually braced, or I don't know if that's the right word, has actually been featured on ESPN shows talking about HBCUs. He is a University of Arkansas Palm Bluff HBCU grad, and he is a proud Kappa. Are we going to get a Kappa? Are we going to get a show? Oh my God! What did you throw up? Can you throw it up again? Can you throw that up again, please? Do I get no? Mom, you are not allowed to do the shoulders club. Stop it! I will kick you off of this podcast because Kalan is 6'3", 6'4", and I'm 5'8". I don't want no smoke, Kalan. Okay? I don't want no smoke with the Kappas and the candy canes out the door. I don't want no smoke. Okay, so brother, we happy to have you on, Kalan. How you feeling today?
Oh man, I'm feeling great, man. I appreciate you guys inviting me on the show, and looking forward to this conversation with son and mama. You feel me?
Yes, I'm with it.
Well, Kalan, can you give us? I did give you a brief and ghetto introduction, but can you tell the audience a little bit about your journey in college, like where you attended, and why did you pick to attend that school?
Yeah, for sure. So initially, man, when I was in college, I mean, not even college, when I was in high school, like I was, undecided of what I wanted to do. For a lot of kids where I come from, we all come from the same place, Kansas City, Missouri. It was either, you was going to hoop to get to college, or you was going to play football, right? You feel me? So, like, for me, man, when I was growing up as a kid, my dad, I vividly remember this. My dad would always play HBCU marching bands at halftime shows when they used to air them on BET in our family room TV. And he would sit me in front of the television screen, and I just watch him like all day. Mm-hmm. One of the bands that I remember vividly watching all the time on repeat as like a 7-8-year-old was Jackson State, the Sonic Boom of the South. And so from that moment, man, it kind of stuck with me. 2013, the Missouri Classic, Grambling State University in Lincoln. They played at Arrowhead Stadium. My dad and my mom took us to the game, and Grambling State marching. I'm like, yo, like, what's that? And from that moment, I was kind of like sucked into the culture. And so throughout my time in high school, I marched in the band at Ruskin, started off as a chorus style marching band.
Hold on, pause. You went to Ruskin?
Ruskin.
I had to put it out. I know we talked about it, but hey.
We gonna represent.
That part.
Can you let him finish, please?
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I'm sorry, Mr. Center, but
Right.
no, man, it was just like, when I went to Ruskin, man, we started off marching as a corps style band, and corps style is cool, but corps style is also, the same marching styles that you would see at a Mizzou, that you would see at the University of Arkansas, that you would see at a Notre Dame. And for me, that style didn't just, resemble with what I believed in, what my culture, stood for. And so I took that initiative to transform that marching band into from a corps style marching band to a show style marching band. Show style is what you see HBCUs do: Southern University, Jackson State, Texas Southern, all of those schools. And so we were the baddest band in the land. I knew that, going to college, this was something that I might want to do, but I'm not 100% sure. Track and field were the main two things for me. Come my senior year, the band director at Pine Bluff, Mr. John Graham, came to Ruskin to audition me. The night before, I'm like, dang, I need to get my skills and stuff ready. I was not prepared. Went into the audition, slaughtered all up. It was bad. I didn't think I was going to get a scholarship, call back, nothing. Following my audition, Mr. Graham was like, you know what? I believe in you. I believe you'll work hard. I'm going to give you a full ride. I'm going to give you a full tuition scholarship to the University of Arkansas Pine Bluff.
Wow.
From there, it was set in stone. It was set. And so as I did my research, I always knew I would go to a school in the Southwestern Athletic Conference, whether it be Jackson State, whether it be Grambling State University, whether it be Southern University. I knew I was going to be there because I knew I could be there with my people. And on top of that, if I went into a classroom, I knew I wouldn't be in a classroom of 100-something students. I knew I'd be in a classroom in an intimate environment of 30-something students. The teacher wouldn't know me by the last 4 digits of my social security number or my ID number. The teacher would know me by my first and my last name. And on top of that, I get that one-on-one hands-on experience with the one-on-one tutoring with that professor. And so from there, that was a set in stone idea. Like, I'm going to a historically Black university.
That's
100%. Well, I do see the ESPN behind you. Can you talk about what you were trying to accomplish with HBCU and your coverage, whether it's speaking, on TV, but also what you do behind the scenes with the writing for .com?
Yeah, man. So literally from the time while I was in school, it was always about finding ways to tell stories of our athletes, of our students. Because a lot of times, man, historically Black colleges, universities, I hate to say it, they don't get the coverage that they deserve. And sometimes when we do get our coverage, it's not the top-notch coverage that you would get at the University of Mizzou. No shade intended, no disrespect.
No, that's real spill. Keep it real.
Facts. But, it was just like, while I was in school, that was just something that I kind of picked up and I kind of fell in love with. And, this opportunity at ESPN, thank God for it, because I didn't think I would have this opportunity so early. It was something that we kind of manifested. And once I got here, man, thank you so much. When I got here, one of my best friends, Mia Berry, she's a senior HBCU reporter for ESPN's Anscape. We have a common friend, Ty Floyd. We have a mutual friend, Ty Floyd. She put us in contact and she connected me with her editor. And from there, it just kind of skyrocketed. But we all share the same mindset of how can we empower our Black colleges? How can we empower our students? How can we tell the stories, the untold stories of our athletes at HBCUs? Because it's way more than stats. It's way more than the X's and O's. All of these students, all of these athletes have stories that need to be told, and they don't have the outlet for that.
Right.
Quite frankly, they don't have the outlet for that. And being at ESPN has the range to reach whomever, the audience, you know what I'm saying? Right. C-Mac,
whenever they want to.
Yeah, right. Exactly. What's the motto, C-Mac? Come on.
Yeah. I don't know the motto. Don't call me out. Sorry.
What is it?
Serving sports fans anytime, anywhere. Yeah. So that's what I mean.
You see, that's why he raises up. You know what I'm saying? This is why he make more money than me.
Oh no, man.
That's powerful. Mom, I'm not trying to take over, but I do have to make it audible, okay? So don't get mad at me. You already talked about the benefits, talk about that one-on-one experience in the classroom, talking about being with your people, and also that's bled into, kind of your purpose for the rest of your life, and now your career. I want to get to the shade, right? Do you in your spaces, right? Because you have guys like me that attended PWIs or whatever, but you do got your inner circle with people that went to HBCUs, and you went to historically black college for 4 years. In those spaces, do they look down in some ways, maybe not in every way, do they look down in some ways on people that attended a PWI like a Mizzou? And just keep it real. We ain't on here getting sensitive. We want to just hear the real.
I'm gonna tell you how it is. During my days at Pine Bluff, we will always go to University of Central Arkansas. Central Arkansas is like an hour away.
Yeah.
And we always kicked it with them. Like Central Arkansas, there was the people. If they wanted to come to Pine Bluff to kick it, it was no hard feelings. If you one of us, we gonna welcome you. It's all open arms. However, the one thing that we could not stand is how people that went to these predominantly white institutions, they would say remarks like, "I love my HBCU." What you mean HBCU? You don't attend Philander Smith College. That's in Little Rock. You don't attend, the University of Arkansas, Pine Bluff. What HBCU? And so we never look down on anybody because, it's a lot of colleges that look down on us.
That's what I was thinking. There's other way around.
It's really crazy. A lot of colleges look down on us, and it's disrespectful in some cases. But for us, although we're a historically black college, we open anybody with open arms. I can't tell you how many people I've seen on campus that are of different race, different ethnicity than African American. I've seen it all. Puerto Rican, Mexican, Caucasian, Asian, they're all across these campuses. And, there's never been a time that we said, oh, they don't belong here with us. Oh, they can't come here because they black. No, that's wrong. The whole point of us even having HBCUs in the first place is that because back in the times when we weren't allowed to be in those classrooms with other people, historically black colleges created the opportunity for us to get our education, for us to sit in the classroom and get our degrees. So why would, if we couldn't do that, although I want to say that we have every right to do so, but if we went through that, why would we put somebody else through that? We don't want other people to feel that same way. We don't want other people to go through what we had to go through. So everything that we do at a HBCU is always open arms through whomever. Anybody go to a PWI, CMAC, if you ever came to UAPB homecoming, come on, big dog, we about to kick it. You gonna kick it with the news. You know what I'm saying? We got you.
That's exactly.
Can the old head come too?
Go ahead.
Hey, come on. Come on.
I like
Mama, go ahead and respond to his point, though, Mama. We need to bring you in.
I don't really have any. I like how you explained it, because I always thought it was probably the other way around, where people who attended the PWI will look down on the HBCUs. And I think it's just maybe just a lack of really understanding, the history and like you said, that why it was started. I came to appreciate them more because as I got more in the work field, I started meeting people who went to historically black colleges. And it's so funny how y'all story is similar. It was like the parents brought them and talked about it and, for them to go. Cause like for me, my mindset was not on that. It was more or less, this is my major and I'm gonna go to a school based off of my major. You know what I mean? So I love it.
We're more cookie cutter, but I'm glad you kind of transitioned. That was nice how you brought that in to the corporate space. That was our last question, as far as, how HBCU grads empowering other black people in corporate spaces. I want to start off though, and this is a little bit controversial, but this is my podcast, and quite frankly, this is my Wi-Fi that I pay for, and this is my mama, and this is my brother. So I can say what I want to say. I can say what I want to say when I want to say it. Okay. So and this is I'm just outlining the rules for you, Kalan. You're a newbie. Okay. But to my point, I feel like Kalan is an outlier, right? Kalan is someone that. Look at this dude's dress, okay? I'm on here with this raggedy black t-shirt. This dude comes on with this, nice button-up, zip-up, got a fresh haircut, man. He just looks polished, okay?
He's a Kappa.
Right. His approach to life is different. But his heart posture for black people and his people in general, and it's not even just black people, his posture for just helping certain people in general is different, Okay, that's what makes them solid in general, right? I feel like, and I'm not saying PWI grads do this better, but for me, coming from PWI, I hold HBCU grads to a little bit of a higher standard, right? If you coming from the people, if you embody that, right? Okay, so when I see you these corporate spaces, I expect you to be one of those leaders. I expect, okay, when new people come into these departments and these come to the rooms, you need to be one of the first people that's stepping up and saying, hey, welcome in. Hey, my name is such and such. Hey, these events are going on. Hey, this is how you need to shake and maneuver the room. All Black people across the board, whether it's JUCO, PWI, HBCUs, should be doing that. But if you are going to wear that Black crown, right? You know, heavy is the head that wears the crown. Okay, if you're going to wear that crown, I expect you to lead out in every which way. And I feel like in some certain spaces I'm in, right, I feel like HBCU grads are sometimes the less welcoming, right? And the ones that are sometimes can be the more a little bit more judgmental, right? And so for me, I get a little worried about that. So Kalan, I'm gonna get you. I want to respond. I'm not looking for argument. I just want to get over the real.
You don't want that smoke.
No, I don't want to smoke with the capper. He's 6'2", I'm 5'8". We got to be real in life. He's 6'2", I'm 5'8".
Oh man, I mean, you know, I like that you brought up that point of, you know, some people that you will meet, you know, they might come off as, you know, a little bit harsh. Some might come off as judgmental. But let me lay some numbers on you, bro. Let me lay some numbers on you. More than 50% of the nation's African American public school teachers and 70% of African American dentists and physicians earn degrees at HBCUs.
Okay.
Over half of African American professionals are graduates of HBCUs. Come on, man.
Okay.
70% of doctors, 70% of Black doctors came from a historically Black college. 40% of engineers, Black engineers that is, came from HBCUs. 50% of Black lawyers, where they came from?
Let me take a guess. HBCU.
HBCUs. So hear me out when I say this. We as HBCU grads, and if some of us come off as, you know, a little bit harsh, it's nothing personal. But one thing about it, whatever our institution is that we graduated from, or it don't matter, because we're all united. We're going to wear that on our sleeve. We're going to wear that on our chest to the day that we die. And nobody can take that from us. And so C-Mac, as a Mizzou grad, I've been on Mizzou's campus and I've seen the culture.
You watch your mouth.
I'm not calling you out, my brother, but it's just, you know, the little things, man. Like, you know, you won't see, you know, if you're walking in the airport taking a flight somewhere, you could wear your Mizzou gear and somebody in the same Mizzou gear will walk past you. They won't say nothing to you. They won't acknowledge you.
It happened to me a couple weeks ago.
Exactly. But it's me as an HBCU grad, if I wear my university merchandise at the airport, they gonna stop. What up, fam? What's up, bro? What you doing? You need a scholarship? You need this? You need an opportunity? I got you.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? Like you don't get that same thing at a predominantly white institution.
I want to go back to school now. I want to go to an HBCU.
Hey, look, it's never too late. It's never too late to come to an HBCU. I've had classmates that have been 70, 80 years old. And you know what they do, C-Mac? They treat me just like your mama treat me, like family. Yeah. You need a dinner plate? Come on to the house tonight. Best food I ever had in my life. Beside my mama's.
All right.
But no, man, like as HBCU grads, man, like we don't look down on anybody. And, you know, if we do tend to come off as, you know, harsher anyway, I don't think that that's, you know, anything of us, you know, trying to be disrespectful or think that we're better than anybody. It's just the fact that we had that HBCU pride that you can't get anywhere else. We had that culture, that HBCU culture that you can't get anywhere else. And we represent that proudly.
Yeah, that badge of honor. So then do you recruit now? Like, because I know a lot of when you transition to corporate America, they give you an opportunity to go back, to your alma mater and, do recruiting and stuff like that? Have you been involved of any of those sorts of activities?
So time and time, I will have students that reach out to me for, guidance and mentorship. And I try to pour back into my HBCU, as much as I possibly can. I know my schedule is sometimes busy and I don't have the time to, but whenever I have, the time to do that, I will. In my department, at the Department of Communications at the University of Arkansas Pine Bluff, I'm also a department chair for, our alumni. And so that allows me to, get involved with, the curriculum that's happening in the classrooms now. That allows me to, network with our alumni, talk to our students, view what our facilities look like. What do we need and what do we not need? Are the students getting the proper learning that they need to succeed in the next level of, media, to succeed in the next level of journalism, in sports journalism, whichever route that they want to go? I still give back to my HBCU in any way that I possibly can. And even too with the band culture. I mean, band is what got me there. So when students, whenever students like hit me up like, hey, I want to go to, UAPB, or even if they want to go to a different school, I want to go to Prairie View A&M, I want to go to Jackson State. Okay, bet I know somebody I could get you in contact, and we're gonna get you a scholarship. Good. And that's something that I appreciated because somebody did that same thing for me. The Greater Kansas City Alumni Chapter of UAPB did that same thing for me. When I was looking for a scholarship and I didn't have it, they presented me with that scholarship that I needed to get, that I needed to pay off every single thing.
That's dope.
Whenever I needed, if I needed some food, if I needed a ride, whatever, if I needed a scholarship for a class, if I needed guidance on a class, if I need to meet a certain professor before the first day of curriculum started, I always had somebody that could look out for me and point me in the right direction.
All right. I can admit that I was wrong. Okay, you proved me wrong. You start throwing out all those numbers and stuff. I'm more like Trump. I don't come with facts. I just talk. and normally I get away with just dominating the conversation and just spewing lies that sound well. I have no research. And you could have just said one number and I would have shut up. But I will say this: this is my show, okay? You're not gonna.
This is my show. This is Mama Knows Best.
Sure. Okay. Right. You gotta let women feel good. Okay. We are in 2024, going to 2025. Okay. We might, by the time this podcast come out, Kamala Harris might be the president. Okay. So I will let you know you did a great job. I'm going to give you the last word. But next time you come on here, you let me be right. Okay. And you don't embarrass me like you just did for the last 8 minutes. Okay. You don't embarrass me on my platform. So, Kalan, you get the last word, and then we'll get up out of here.
Yeah, man. I mean, C-Mac, moms, if y'all want to come to homecoming, C-Mac, because you graduate from Mizzou, moms, if you want to play, we got you.
Sign me up. Sign me up.
Now, Mama, you have to run, your itinerary by some people now, okay? You're not allowed to shake and move like that, okay? So you don't hear on National Girlfriend Day posting some massage, okay? We don't give a rat's about that massage, okay?
Oh my God!
I did see the gift card was $300, okay? So shout out to $300, but we do not care about your raggedy massage. Okay, so I get the last word. Bye.